Haha, so that was a small recap of the tour we are going to have today. So let's start from the beginning. So we reached Paris very early in the morning, and the first thing I did, I secured my luggage in a safe locker, and then I went to a cafe near the museum Louvre, and this cafe was also very welcoming. So after I finished my breakfast, my first destination was the museum Louvre, and the museum, even from outside, it was so stunning, aesthetic, glamorous, Pinterest worthy, like everything. Yeah, so I was admiring the view a lot. However, did I go inside? No, because the Louvre is basically a small country. If I entered, I would come out in 2027 with a PhD in art history. So I admired the outside, the pyramid, the architecture, and also the people who were pretending to understand the sculpture. However, it was totally worth it, and I would say 10 out of 10. However, just on the opposite side, right next to it, there was this Arc de Triomphe, which I would say the stylish little cousin of Louvre. Smaller, but definitely posing like, hey, take my picture, I am also cute. So, yeah. And after that, I was walking through the Tuileries Garden because my next destination was the Petit Palais. So this place, it's basically an outdoor museum with fresh air. Every two steps, boom, another statue. Greek gods everywhere, dramatic marble poses, sculpture staring at me like they know all my secret. However, I passed the vibe test. But the only thing I was wondering about, this is literally a public place and they have put all these well detailed, stunning statues all over the place. And after that, I also found these museum like photos on a road junction. So at this point, I was pretty damn sure that this place is actually a walking museum. And after that, ladies and gentlemen, we reached our next destination, which is Petit Palais. It looks stunning from outside and also very beautiful inside. On the opposite side of the Petit Palais, I also saw another beautiful palace. It's called the Grand Palace. However, I didn't went inside this, but we are definitely going to go inside the Petit Palace. And this is what the interior look like. And this is also wow. The ceilings, the paintings, the golden borders, the sculpture, everything looks like it was designed by someone who said, make it beautiful, but also make it dramatic. Inside, the artworks were stunning. Classical paintings with colors so rich they look freshly mixed. Statues carved so perfectly, I had an identity crisis standing next to them. And don't even get me started on that inner courtyard. If peace had an address, it would be there. Next, I crossed Pont Alexandre III, possibly the most glamorous bridge in Europe. Golden statues on top, elegant lamps, views for days. From here you can get pretty decent view of the city. You can see the top of the Eiffel Tower, and also you'll be able to take some great photo of yours as well. Our next stop, the National Archive Museum of Paris. Walked inside and instantly felt 3% more intelligent. The architecture, the halls, the quiet atmosphere, everything felt different. Yeah, so after that, I explored few rooms inside. They were very well decorated with mirrors, these golden lines, some photos everywhere. However, it also felt like every wall is holding a secret of France. And even to justify that, when I went to the underground room, there were these lockers with tons of files and all the archive of Paris. It was wonderful. After that, I finished my lunch in a very good Asian restaurant. I had more planned, but it started raining very heavily, so I had to return to my Airbnb. But yeah, gladly I took some rest and I was actually preparing myself for the nightlife of Paris. And the night, the Eiffel Tower, sparkling, shining, glowing like it knows it's the star of the show. So the sparkle you're seeing right now, it sparkles every hour for 5 minutes. And then I also went a little bit closer to have a better view. And luckily there weren't much people around, so I was sitting there for quite a long time. After that, I had my dinner and went back to my Airbnb. So our next day plan is to show you how my Airbnb actually look like. So this is the day 2 and this is what my Airbnb looked like in Paris. I would say this is another museum of this place. And I think thanks also goes to the host a little bit for keeping this place this amazing. And while doing this video, I just realized that I was actually getting late for my opera house booking because I booked a opera house slot beforehand and it was just after a few minutes. So I quickly called a taxi and we were rushing to this place. So even after I reached the place, I was 10 minutes late and I was struggling to find the entrance. So first I thought this beautiful entrance, this might be the place where should I go through, but no, this was totally closed. And then my brain goes numb like that I'm already 10 minutes late and my booking was only for 1 hour the slot. So I was like, I need to go inside right now. And then I found the right place to go in, luckily. So I quickly ran to the line where I saw other people are also waiting. Just later I found out the 1 hour slot, you can actually stay longer, doesn't matter. However, we are inside and wow, this place is a masterpiece. Golden balconies, marble staircase, ceilings painted like clouds from a dream. Every corner looked like this is cover of an art book. Even the statues inside looked like they are silently saying, "Welcome, but please behave elegantly." And this place also reminded me something that what people used to have before Pinterest was there. So I was just stunned by everything. And then this is the place where all the shows are held in this opera house, but unfortunately on that day there wasn't any show going on there. So yeah, we finished our tour inside the opera house. After that I had a lunch near the Eiffel Tower and went back again because seeing it once is not enough. The day view also hit differently. It's now more calm, more soft, and more I want to move to Paris energy. Because the more I was seeing it, the more I was falling in love with the Eiffel Tower. After that I sat beside the river, took little rest and was thinking about the whole trip and everything. However, we still have one very important thing to do. That day was actually my birthday. So I went to a bakery nearby and bought a nice cake from there. And then I cut my birthday cake with the Eiffel Tower in Paris and ended my tour. So see you on my next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching. Bye bye.